Hello students, very good evening to all of you, and this is a very informative video about the examination IPATE, as this is being conducted by the CII for the first time. So there are many doubts, many rumors about this exam. Many of the students have contacted me. They asked me whether this exam is for real or is it a money making scheme, should they fill it or not. So here I am answering all your doubts, and the whole answer reference is taken from an exclusive interview given by the Anjan Das, the executive director of CII. So watch this video carefully, listen to each and everything. So first question that is being asked by the students, the first question is whether iPad is 100% authentic or not. So there is a huge doubt about the authenticity of the iPad exam. Okay, so that is the first question put up to the Anjan Das, and the answer is Anjan Das says that it is 100% authentic, and remember it is conducted by the CII. So he clarifies that IPATE is not an individual body that has no connection with CII. CII is conducting this exam. Okay, and CII is a well reputed organization. All of us know what is CII, Confederation of Indian Industry. One can check their credibility also. So it is conducted by the CII. It's 100% conducted by them, and as CII is 100% authentic and reputed, so this exam is also 100% authentic and reputed. And talking about the CII, apart from his role in the industries, CII is also giving many types of scholarships to the PhD scholars. In the field of research, CII is contributing a lot from past many years. We all know that in the case of PhD, we get stipend from the MHRD about 25,000 to 30,000, but CII also giving the additional scholarships on its own, in which the student gets paid additional 30 to 35,000. And the main aim behind these scholarships are to improvise, to keep an importance about the research areas, because CII knows that if a student does the PhD for 5 years or 6 years and then he or she joins a company, then there will be no use of the research. So CII wants to educate the education pattern of this country. Okay, so CII, not the first time, but from past many years, is contributing in the Indian education industry and giving many scholarships to the PhD scholars. And this year, on the behalf of the member companies, you all know, I think there are in total 10,000 plus companies are the direct part of the CII. So on the behalf of all those companies, CII is conducting this exam IPATE for the first time. Now the main aim about this attempt, Anjan Das explained that the main aim behind this is to improve the education quality of this nation. CII wants that education standards in the colleges must be improved. Either the education standards is according to the industrial proficiency, or they may be according to the research orientation. Okay, because currently whatever the students are passing, we all know that the level in case of industrial proficiency as well as in the case of research area is not up to the mark. Okay, so CII is doing his first attempt in the field of this by conducting this examination known as IPAT, that is related to the industrial proficiency. Now the second question that the Anjan answered is how IPAT exam increases the employability skill of the candidates. Now, as the Anjan explained that the attempt of the CII is to improve the industrial proficiency of the candidates. So very simple question, that an exam, a single exam, how can an exam improves the employability skills of the candidate? There should be some training, there should be some courses. An exam cannot do that. So, and then I explained that this is first attempt in this field, and after this attempt, there will be many collaborations with educational institutions. There will be many collaboration with the faculties, the teachers, They will also introduce some of the syllabus according to the industrial proficiency, and slowly and steadily they will change the education pattern related to that. Also, they said that this exam is launched in the month of January and the exam is scheduled on July. So there is a 4 to 5 months gap in between. And in this gap, the students are also given many training programs on the IPATE website after the registration. And in this period of 4 to 5 months, they will study out about the syllabus. So the section 1 and the section 2, both the sections are focusing on the industrial proficiency. So it is just the first effort, it is just the first attempt. The CII will implement what is the basic idea behind this, and the basic idea is to improve the education quality, to improve the education standards of the nationwide engineers. Okay. Now, the next question is, how many industries have shown willingness for recruiting through IPATE? कितनी इंडस्ट्रीज है जिन्होंने अपनी विलिंगनेस शो की है कि वो आईपैड के थ्रू रिक्रूट करेगी? Now, the answer is very simple. Anjan explained that through CII, almost 10,000 plus companies are directly attached. They are the direct members of the CII. And along with that, like CII is a sectoral association. So like CII, there are many other associations. So Anjan explained that there are more than 150 other sectoral associations which are also associated with the CII. And if I combine them all, then there will be 4 to 5 lakh companies which are in the family of CII. So there is not 1, 2, 3, but in lakhs. The number of companies are in lakhs which are attached to the CII. Now, talking about the willingness, Anjan explained that the profile and the work of the CII is not to conduct the examination, and it is not an educational sector company. Basically, the idea is company has to recruit the engineers either from the campus, or they have to organize their own examination in order to recruit the candidates. So in this recruiting process, there is a lot of expenses that the company incur. And after putting all the money, after putting all the effort, the candidates that they obtain, the candidates that they get are not up to mark with the knowledge level, with the dedication level, and the PSUs started to take from the gate. What is the idea behind that? PSUs ने क्या बोला था? That initially, before taking from the gate, PSUs have their own examination. IOCL का अपना एग्जाम था, BPCL का एग्जाम अपना एग्जाम था, HPCL का अपना एग्जाम था. So every PSU is recruiting independently through their own examination. Okay, now PSUs are putting a lot of money in the examination, then centers, then result, then recruitment, training and all. बहुत सारा पैसा इस प्रोसेस में जा रहा था. So to ease out this, PSUs ने क्या बोला that now from now on we will recruit through the gate examination, and recruiting through the gate examination से ये जो प्रोसेस है रिक्रूटमेंट की, दिस बिकम्स वेरी सिंपल है, बहुत सिंपल बन गई. दिस बिकम्स वेरी सिंपल. नाउ स्टूडेंट्स विल गेट एग्जामिनेशन, द रिजल्ट्स विल कम, द PSU will call and they recruit. So a lot of money is being saved. And talking about the technical knowledge, gate already testing the technical knowledge. So PSUs are now free from this thought that the candidates that they are hiring is technically sound or not. Because if they are gate qualified, if they are gate cleared, then yes, all the candidates are technically very very sound. तो PSUs की प्रॉब्लम खत्म हो गई. ठीक है. नाउ द सेम थिंग प्राइवेट कंपनीज ऑल्सो, बिकॉज प्राइवेट कंपनीज के लिए ऐसा कोई एग्जाम नहीं है, ऐसा कोई कॉमन प्लेटफॉर्म नहीं है जिसपे जाके वो रिक्रूट कर सके. So that is a major concern. Recruitment is a major concern for the private companies. So all the private companies urged, request करी उन्होंने to the CII that CII should form a common platform, common portal through which they generate some engineers which are qualified according to the industrial proficiency. So according to Anjan Das, almost all the members of the CII which are directly attached to the CII and also its 150 plus sectorial associations have shown willingness for the recruitment. Talking about the number of vacancies, okay, now the number of vacancies is not clear. They may be in thousands, they may be in lakhs. That depends upon the need. In some areas, they need freshers. In some areas, they need experienced candidates. Okay, so I will answer this in the later on questions also. But the answer of this question, how many industries have shown willingness? The answer is Anjan has replied, almost every industry and the sectorial associations have shown interest in recruiting through the IPATE examination. Okay, now the next question is, when GATE exam is already there, what is the need of the IPATE exam? So जब गेट का एग्जाम ऑलरेडी है तो प्राइवेट कंपनीज गेट के एग्जाम के थ्रू रिक्रूट क्यों नहीं कर रही है? व्हाट इज द नीड ऑफ द आईपेट एग्जामिनेशन? ओके, अंजन दास ने सीधा सीधा बताया है दैट आईपेट एग्जामिनेशन इज नॉट ए रिप्लेसमेंट फॉर द गेट एग्जाम. गेट के सामने नहीं खड़ा है, गेट की रिप्लेसमेंट नहीं है. इट इज जस्ट ए सप्लीमेंट्री एग्जाम टू द गेट एग्जाम. As through the GATE exam, PSUs are recruiting, and GATE exam is basically for doing the masters in the IITs and the NITs. So GATE exam is basically technically focuses on the higher education, and in the GATE exam they test your technical skills more. All of us knows that out of 100 marks, 75 marks belongs to technical part, and out of 30, 15 marks also belongs to engineering mathematics. That also comes in the technical part. Okay, so GATE exam is basically focusing on your technical skills, which is required for doing the higher education in the IITs and the NITs. But the private companies wants a different examination in which they want to test many other things. So you can look at the syllabus also. Section number 2. In section number 2, there are many things. Knowledge about the laws, knowledge about the health and safety, the project management, the understanding of the business, etc. So there are many parts included in this section 2. And in the section 1 also in detail, they asked about the data interpretation, English, reasoning, fonts, etc. So this section 1 and section 2 is totally focusing on the industrial proficiency. So IPATE exam is a platform where private companies come together and recruit through this. So it is not a, you can say against the GATE exam, it is just supplementary for the GATE exam, where GATE exam is for doing higher education and recruiting through the PSUs, while the IPATE exam is there for recruiting through the private companies. Okay. And now the next question he answered, why not companies are not there on the website? And a lot of companies are there associated with the CII. So why not they are listed on the website? Okay. So Anjan Das replied that this IPATE exam is a model. It's a model which is being launched by the CII for the first time. Companies have shown willingness to the CII, and they also want to see that which kind of engineers IPATE will give. कंपनीज भी देखना चाह रही है कि मॉडल कितना चलेगा, इससे में कैसे कैसे इंजीनियर्स मिलने वाले हैं. एंड सीआईआई भी पूरी एफर्ट कर रहा है कि ये जो मॉडल उन्होंने लॉन्च किया है मॉडल चले. And basically the main idea behind this model is to change the educational pattern of the country. इसके पीछे आइडिया अलग है. ओके, रिक्रूटमेंट इज द मेन एम, बट बिहाइंड दैट जो इनकी मोटिवेशन है, दैट मोटिवेशन इज टू चेंज द पैटर्न ऑफ द एजुकेशन इन ऑर्डर टू एनहांस द एम्प्लॉयबिलिटी बाय इंट्रोड्यूसिंग द इम्प्रूवमेंट इंडस्ट्री प्रोफिशिएंसी स्किल्स. ओके, so industries are also looking for the IPATE product. IPATE will, अब IPATE करेगा क्या? जैसे ही IPATE का एग्जाम हो जाएगा, आपका रिजल्ट आएगा, IPATE will for the civil, these are the candidates for mechanical, these are the candidates for chemical. So branch wise IPATE will give the data, hand over the data to the industries. वो सारा डाटा इंडस्ट्रीज को दे देगा. So IPATE will share the data with the companies after the result. अब इंडस्ट्रीज के ऊपर है उनकी कितनी रिक्वायरमेंट है, किस फील्ड में उनकी रिक्वायरमेंट है. अब रिक्वायरमेंट के बेसिस पे दे विल कॉल द टॉपर्स और द मिडिल रैंकर्स ऑफ द आईपेट. अगेन दैट डिपेंड्स कि जो बहुत अच्छी कंपनी है ऑफरिंग वेरी हाई पैकेज, ही विल आस्क फॉर द टॉपर्स. एंड जो स्मॉल स्केल कंपनी है, जो मिडिल स्केल कंपनी है, वो फिर मिडिल के रैंकर्स को कॉल करेगी, जैसे कि हमारे गेट में भी होता है. लाइक अगर ओएनजीसी आईएसएल की बात करें तो टॉप रैंकर्स को वो ले जाते हैं, और उसके बाद जो मिनी रत्ना कंपनीज है और जो नवरत्ना कंपनीज है उसमें फिर डबल डिजिट के बाद वाले जो कैंडिडेट्स होते हैं उनको फिर वो रिक्रूट करती है. सो सेम विल हैपन इन द आईपेट कि एपेट का जो भी एग्जाम होगा वो कंपनीज को हैंड ओवर कर दिया जाएगा ब्रांच वाइज। उसके बाद कंपनीज अपने अपने रिक्वायरमेंट के हिसाब से उन ब्रांच वाइज कैंडिडेट्स को कॉल करेंगे, उनका जीडी होगा, उनका पीआई होगा, एंड इफ दे fit into that profile, then they will get easily recruited. So the process is very simple, है ना? And CII is also putting effort to do this, to putting the company list on their website slowly and steadily. The process is going on. It's not an easy process, as Anjan Das explained, that we have to choose the examination centers also, we have to prepare the test also, we need that much of faculties in order to generate the test, then they have to prepare the common portal on which the result will be announced, etc. So सब कुछ फर्स्ट टाइम हो रहा है। लाइक सोचो जब गेट फर्स्ट टाइम हुआ था, तो गेट फर्स्ट टाइम के टाइम पे भी सब कुछ प्रोवाइडेड नहीं था। लाइक टुडे देयर इज अ पोर्टल फॉर द गेट, देयर इज अ प्रॉपर पैटर्न फॉर द गेट, how the gate exam will be prepared, who are the teachers who will prepare, what PSU will be recruiting, etc. आज सब कुछ सेट है, बट आज से 30-35 साल पहले जब गेट स्टार्ट हुआ था तो कुछ भी सेट नहीं था। देर आर मिसअंडरस्टैंडिंग्स अबाउट द गेट, कुछ होगा ऐसे नहीं होगा, आईआईटीज लेंगे नहीं लेंगे। इसी तरह जब पीएसयू ने फर्स्ट टाइम लेना स्टार्ट किया था, अगेन ये डाउट रहता था कि इस साल पीएसयू लेंगे नहीं लेंगे, कितनी सीट्स होती कितनी नहीं। लाइक आज भी कोई पीएसयू ये नहीं बताता कि कितनी सीट्स है, कितने इंजीनियर्स को रिक्रूट करने वाला है। ओके, सो विद द टाइम ये चीजें मैनेज होती रहती है धीरे धीरे। आईपेट इज लॉन्चिंग फॉर द फर्स्ट टाइम। ओके, सो चीजें पूरी होने में टाइम लगेगा, बट यस, आईपेट के थ्रू स्कोर कार्ड मिलेंगे, आईपेट का जो भी एग्जाम का रिजल्ट होगा, द सीआईआई विल हैंड ओवर द एग्जाम रिजल्ट टू द कंपनीज, और अकॉर्डिंग टू द रिक्वायरमेंट कंपनीज विल कॉल। नाउ द क्वेश्चन इज, स्टूडेंट्स हु आर ऑलरेडी प्लेस्ड, जो पहले से प्लेस्ड है, will they get better opportunities? Like if you are in the fourth year of your BTech, if you are in the second year of your masters, okay, and you are already placed at some package, let's say 5 lakh, 6 lakh, 10 lakh, etc. तो क्या आपके लिए एग्जाम है? The answer of this question given by Anjan Das is that through CII, not only the small companies are associated, but large companies, multinational companies who have a good reputation, not in India, but all over the world, they are also associated with the CII. So the amount of money, the package, the CTC that the companies will offer will be high also. That what is the limit that they have, he haven't told, but the package will vary. So students who are already placed, let's say you are placed at 6 lakh rupees package CTC, annual CTC, and you fill this exam, you get your scorecard, you score good, and after that the MNCs call you and you get fit, आप fit बैठते हो उनकी जो भी requirement हो उस पे, then they will offer the package to you. Okay, so अगर वो पैकेज है वो आपके करंट सीटीसी से ज्यादा है, and if that company is having a better profile than your current company, then it's a good opportunity. So he clearly says that the opportunity is for all the candidates, even if they are placed. There is a good opportunity to get placed even in a better organization. Tata Steel is a part of CII. Uh, this is not disclosed yet. Okay, this is not disclosed yet. But yes, he says that the 10,000 companies are the direct part of the CII, and more than 150 sectorial organizations like the CII are in the family of CII. So there is 4 to 5 lakh companies are there which are in the CII family. Okay, so इतना बड़ा huge अगर साइज है इंडस्ट्रीज का, ओके, सो दैट इज इटसेल्फ इज अ बिग थिंग, ये अपने आप में बहुत बड़ी बात है। और जो कंपनीज लेट से पार्ट नहीं भी है, व्हेन दे सी दैट द आईपेट इज अ सक्सेस, so they will be a part for the next time, and if you have a IPATE score and you go to that company, then that company will consider that. Okay, now will CII gives the student data to the companies or student need to apply for jobs? अब डाटा सीआईआई हैंड ओवर करेगा या स्टूडेंट को खुद जाना होगा जॉब अप्लाई करने के लिए? नाउ द आंसर गिवन इज द सीआईआई विल गिव द डाटा टू द कंपनीज, एंड आफ्टर गिविंग द डाटा द कंपनीज विल कॉल द रिस्पेक्टिव स्टूडेंट्स। बट उन्होंने ये भी बोला है कि अगर स्टूडेंट का स्कोर कार्ड आने के बाद इफ एनीवन वांट्स टू अप्लाई फॉर द कंपनी, देन ही और शी कैन यूज द आईपेट स्कोर कार्ड। किसी भी प्राइवेट कंपनी में जाके वो आईपेट का स्कोर कार्ड दिखा सकता है, आईपेट का स्कोर का यूज कर सकता है, एज every industry, every company knows about this. So clearly mentioned that about IPATE, every company, every industry knows about it. You can use this scorecard everywhere, And as it is conducted by the CII, which is already a reputed institution, so no one will deny the IPATE scorecard. So IPATE तो share करेगा ही, आपको कॉल आएगी ही खुद से. But if you want to apply on your own, you can go also and apply by using the IPATE scorecard. Now candidates who are already doing jobs, should they apply? जो ऑलरेडी जॉब कर रहे हैं क्या उन्हें अप्लाई करना चाहिए? सो क्लियरली इसका आंसर उन्होंने बताया कि द रिक्वायरमेंट ऑफ द कंपनीज इज ऑलवेज नॉट ऑफ फ्रेशर्स. कंपनी को हमेशा फ्रेशर्स ही नहीं चाहिए, कंपनी के पास बहुत सारी सीट एक्सपीरियंस्ड कैंडिडेट्स की भी होती है. कंपनी वांट्स एक्सपीरियंस्ड कैंडिडेट्स. सो इफ यू हैव एन एक्सपीरियंस इन एनी फील्ड, इन एनी इंडस्ट्री, इन एनी कंपनी, अगर आपको कैसा भी एक्सपीरियंस है, and whether you are happy or unhappy with your job, must fill this exam, because according to Anjan Das, there will be huge vacancies for the experienced candidates also. So there will be separate vacancies for the freshers and vacancies for the experienced candidates also. So if you are having experience in any of the field, whether it's the energy sector, is the automobile sector, it's the construction sector, it's the pharma sector, or any other sector, if you have any experience, must fill this form. Try to score as high as you can, okay, and appear for the interview. Anjan Das has clearly said that the IPATE guarantees you, guarantee deta hai IPATE. IPATE guarantees you that the GD and the PI will be conducted based on the IPATE scorecard. कंपनीज आपको कॉल करेगी, आपका जीडी होगा, आपका पीआई होगा. नाउ आईपेट इतनी ही गारंटी देता है, इट नाउ इट्स ऑन यू वेदर यू विल बी एबल टू क्रैक दैट जीडी और पीआई और नॉट. सिमिलर टू द गेट पैटर्न, लाइक गेट में स्कोर आने के बाद पीएसयूज विल कॉल यू, जीडी होगा, पीआई होगा. नाउ इट्स ऑन यू कि आप उस जीडी और पीआई को क्रैक करके अपना सिलेक्शन करवा पाते हो या नहीं. In the similar pattern, private companies will call you on the basis of IPATE scorecard. आपका जीडी होगा, आपका पीआई होगा. Now it depends on you how fit you are for that job, how fit you are for that vacancy. अब ये आपकी फिटनेस के ऊपर डिपेंड करता है. So you have to crack that. Okay. So IPATE guarantees, Anjan Das guaranteed that there will be GD and the PI will be there after having the IPATE scorecard, and there will be huge number of vacancies. as ICII ने कंपनीज को अप्रोच नहीं किया था, कंपनीज ने सीआईआई का अप्रोच किया था कि ये जो रिक्रूटमेंट का पैटर्न है, जो रिक्रूटमेंट की प्रोसेस है, इसे आसान बना दिया जाए. बिकॉज कंपनीज आर पुटिंग अ लॉट ऑफ मनी, कंपनीज आर पुटिंग अ लॉट ऑफ एफर्ट इन रिक्रूटिंग द कैंडिडेट्स. Okay, now to save that money, to save that effort, and get better candidates, they went to the CII and they requested CII to create a platform in which the better candidates with better industrial proficiencies are available, so that the headache of the companies about the recruitment will be gone. Okay, so IPATE exam, don't worry guys, it's a 100% authentic, 100% genuine exam conducted by the CII for the first time. The main aim of the exam is to create the industrial proficiency in the candidate so that the companies get benefited from it. The main motivation behind the IPATE is to create awareness in the education sector in order to enhance the education level, so that the candidates either qualified industrially or qualified according to the research. So this is what the CII wants. CII wants a education revolution around the country, and obviously it will take time. ये 2-3 महीने के प्रोसेस नहीं है, टाइम लगेगा. And Anjan Das said that from the next year he will collaborate with the coachings, he will collaborate with the colleges, collaborate with the faculties, introduce some syllabus, introduce the trainings, so that the skills, employability skills of the candidate can be enhanced. Now, one more question is asked from him, that in this scenario of the COVID-19, because everything is locked down, everything is shutting down, and because of this COVID-19 issue, the last date to apply the CII exam is also further extended from 31st March to 15th of April. So in this scenario, will there be any changes in the exam date? Because you know that the exam is scheduled on the first and the second week of the July. So will there be any delay in the exam pattern? So it clearly says that no one knows what will happen after the period of 21-day lockdown. because so far Modi has announced, Prime Minister Modi has announced the 21-day lockdown in the country. And after this period, what will happen, whether the lockdown will be extended or the lockdown will end, no one knows. Okay, because according to the internal news, this lockdown will extend maybe for 30th April or maybe for more. So it clearly says कि अगर लॉकडाउन एक्सटेंड होता है, ऐसे केस में they need time to prepare the exam, they need time to appoint the examination centers, they need time for the trial run, etc. They need time for creating a portal on which the results can be announced. They need time for creating a portal in which the candidates can apply for jobs. They need time for each and everything. So that totally depends upon what the move of the government is. अगर ये लॉकडाउन एक्सटेंड होता है तो श्योरली जो सीआईए की एग्जाम डेट है, दे विल ऑल्सो शिफ्ट, मे बी शिफ्ट टू अगस्त. सो एक महीना शिफ्ट भी हो सकती है. सो दैट टोटली डिपेंड्स कि फ्यूचर सिनेरियो क्या होने वाला है. बट इट क्लियरली सेज कि आईपेट एग्जाम होगा, 110% होगा. और इस एग्जाम के बाद स्कोर कार्ड इशू किए जाएंगे. जो भी रिजल्ट होगा, दैट रिजल्ट विल शेयर फ्रॉम द कंपनीज, and basis of that result the companies will call you, they will offer you the GD and the PI, and if you fit on that profile, then you will get a good package in that. So he clearly says that increase your industrial proficiency, increase your aptitude, increase your section number 2 syllabus, work on your technical knowledge, score as high as possible in the IPATE exam, and secure a job in the private companies. Okay, so very thank you for watching this video. I सुबह से ही I prepared all the questions and the answers from that interview given by the Anjan Das, the executive director of the CII. So I hope this video helped you in many ways. आपके काफी सारे questions के answers I hope मैंने दे दिए होंगे. Okay, so remember again, the conclusion is IPATE is 100% authentic, conducted by the CII. It will happen. Prepare for this. जैसा आपने गेट में प्रिपेयर किया था, जितनी जान आपने गेट में लगाई थी, उससे ज्यादा जान आईपेट में लगा दो. बिकॉज दिस इज द एग्जाम दैट कैन टेक यू वेयर यू वांट टू गो. ये आपको वहां लेके जा सकता है जहां पर आप पहुंचना चाहते हो. बिकॉज गेट के थ्रू many of you didn't get the good result, but this is the second opportunity that the God gives you this year, especially for the 2020 candidates. Okay, so prepare well. We are sharing an assignment every day. Okay, from the past almost 5 days हो चुके हैं, एक वीक होने वाला पूरा. We are sharing assignments related to the iPad every day. Okay, you can check our Facebook page, click on the link there, fill your details, and I will share all the assignments with you related to section 3, related to section 1 and section 2. So every day there will be assignments given for the iPad examination. And in the month of April, we will also conduct the online classes for the iPATE examination. So, jitna bhi ho sakta hai, we will help you in the best possible way. After today also, I will create many videos related to the iPad so that आपके सारे doubts iPad के बारे में clear हो सके, exam pattern clear हो सके, कैसे questions आते हैं, क्या questions का level रहेगा, और अंजन दास आगे क्या क्या बोलने वाले हैं. I will keep you notified. So stay tuned. Must share this video because this is the time कि भारत में हर स्टूडेंट को पता लगे, हर उस पर्सन को पता लगे जो जॉब कर रहा है, हर उस पर्सन को पता लगे जो मास्टर्स कर रहा है, बैचलर्स कर रहा है, कि आईपैड नाम का कोई एग्जामिनेशन होने वाला है. बिकॉज दिस टाइम इफ आईपैड इज सक्सेसफुल, every year there will be iPad, not once but twice. Okay, so it all depends upon you. CII wants to see, the private company wants to see कि ये जो मॉडल उन्होंने लॉन्च किया है, इस मॉडल की आउटपुट क्या होने वाली है. सो लेट्स जस्ट नॉट डिसअपॉइंट देम, लेट्स वर्क हार्ड टुगेदर एंड मेक दिस मॉडल सक्सेसफुल. थैंक यू स्टूडेंट्स, थैंक यू.